Hey guys, what's up? It's Stuart backing up for another video. As you tell on my screen, we're playing 2K17, waiting for the 2K18, about to be lit. But also, as you can tell, we played the all-time rosters for the Lakers and the Knicks. And that's what me talk about you guys today. Who is the greatest all-time roster? Or franchise, you should say. Now, we're looking at the players, the champions, the Hall of Famers, the statistics, and the coaching staff. So now, you could, like, top five, honestly, you could probably put the Heat at five. And for the reasons why, Pat Riley, even though he left the Knicks, and people do call him a traitor, he did wonders with that franchise, honestly. Bringing over such a special team in Shaq and D. Wade, Jason Williams, man. That team is special. And they won the championship. And he's just like a smart guy, Pat Riley. Like, what he done with the organization is just amazing, and how he converted it to like a losing franchise to such a great franchise, and the way how he could like bring players over in free agency is amazing. Like how he brought over LeBron, brought over Chris Bosh. Man, those two players just started a franchise and started something special in Miami, and that's why they had their other two titles, because he did that. And again, like I said, they call him a traitor for leaving New York, but I don't really think that he left a losing franchise to join a winning franchise. Well, they weren't even winning before him. They haven't really won a title before he came there, and he brought his organization and his smarts to the Heat and made them into a winning franchise. And you have to respect the man so much, man. What he was all-time greatest general manager of all time, in my opinion. And then on to 4, the Chicago Bulls. Now, people say that we should rank them higher, but I don't know about that, man. Top 3, I don't even think they're top 3, because the general manager wasn't that smart. There was a guy, Tony Kukoc, and he was like I don't know, I forget where he played, but they were gonna trade Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan to free up cap space to get this guy. They already won 3 championships with Michael Jordan and Scottie, but they wanted this guy so bad, the general manager. And it was actually funny, because during the Dream Team era, they were playing Tony Kukoc, Michael Jordan, and Scottie Pippen, and they had arguments on who would get to play him, because they wanted to embarrass him. And he was apparently like the best player, like the best Euro player out there, but they just embarrassed him. They locked him up. He was like the best player on his team, and it was a dream team. So they already had such a great team, but the way that they beat them was just like ridiculous. I'm pretty sure they went on like a 40-point to nothing run, and it was just like a ridiculous thing. And how Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen had arguments over who should guard him. And the reason I put him at this franchise is because, again, they built up from the draft. Michael Jordan was a draft play. They started off young. Man, what they did was amazing. Having those 6 titles, waiting patiently for them. They beat some great talent. They had to beat Mark Price's Cavs, John Stockton's Jazz. Some great talent out there, man. And that's why I just have to respect them. Like, we have to respect the general managing, the team themselves. It's ridiculous what they've done with their organization. And that's why they deserve to be number 3, 4 on this list. Honestly, the way that they built up for the draft and the 6 titles that they have, now the general managing is kind of shifty. They're losing off key players. They're rebuilding now. Ever since that Derrick Rose injury really set them back, man. It's been terrible for them. But again, back in the old days, they used to be great. It's hard because they're rebuilding now. They got D. Wade, Zach LaVine. I like what they're doing from the rebuilding process. Picking up Chris Dunn and Zach LaVine, 2 young players. For Jimmy Butler, who they wanted to get rid of. Just because of the fact that they were trying to rebuild. And they were not going to win a championship. And they were too good to get a lottery seed. To get a lottery pick. I love the guy, Bam Ibiello, something like that. I don't know if I said him. Exactly. Oh, shit.
We're talking about the Bulls.
I know. I gotta trim this stuff out. But yeah, man, the draft went great. Again, I love the trade. I love it. And I feel like after Zach LaVine comes off that ACL torn, he's gonna be amazing. Okay, number 3, as you tell on my screen, the New York Knicks. Now they haven't won a lot of titles, but just the way how Pat Riley, man, I called him a traitor before, but still, he was still such a great coach, man. Honestly, great GM, great coach. And back in like the old days, like the Walt Frazier days, the Bob McAdoo days, man. Those days, dude, and Bernard King, man. Like those days were amazing. Like honestly, I have like they won a great like that's a top 3 franchise right there. Again right now, not that good, man. Not that good because I don't know what they're doing with Jeff Hornacek and Phil Jackson. Thank God they got rid of Phil Jackson, man. Blessing in disguise. Whew. That was dodged the bullet. We should get rid of Carmelo, but hey, you never know. Make Hoodie Mello. If they bring Hoodie Mello onto the court, I could see them keeping him. Him averaging like 60 points a game, but I don't think that's happening. But again, back to the franchise, man. Winning those titles is just ridiculous, and that was in the era of Larry Bird and Magic. That was in the olden eras, with Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain, man. So that's why I just have to give props to them, just to win that way, and how they did it by again building up from the draft, drafting all their players. It's smart managing, and then coming into these days with Patrick Ewing, man, John Starks, some great players that you could put there at their all-time starters. Just the way that they've done that too, and they never won a title with them, but they've been to championships, man. They had to go against Chicago Bulls, man, with Michael Jordan, Scottie, like I just said. So, it's hard to win a title in the NBA, but still, I feel like what they did was just run wonders for the NBA. Honestly, man, they're a great team, and I feel like now with Porzingis, Frank Ntilikina, Willie Hernandez, I feel like they might be doing something special. But we don't know about that yet, man. It's kind of messed up, but we'll see in the future how things play out and how with the draft. Because you can't hate Frank Ntilikina, because what they say with Porzingis, that he was going to be trashed. Stephen A. Smith said something ridiculous, like, I'm disgusted as a native New Yorker. And now he's like, oh, yeah, Porzingis is an amazing player. So, you never know what's going to happen. Sometimes they do great stuff. I really hope they don't trade Porzingis, man. That would be terrible. That would be terrible, man, if they trade Porzingis. Number 2. Now, this is tough. And you already know who I'm deciding by. Lakers or Celtics. Lakers or Celtics. Celtics as a number 2. Celtics as a number 2. Now, call me crazy, but I know they have 17 championships. I know that's the most all time. But they won 10 of them, or 9 of them, back in the Bill Russell days. In the Bill Russell days, again, they played with so many Hall of Famers. It's ridiculous. You had Tom Havlicek. You had Bob Cousy. You had Danny Ainge. You had Bill Russell, man. Those players alone are just ridiculous players. And for them to beat Jerry West Lakers is kind of cool, man. Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West were 2 great players. And we'll get to them later, though. But it's ridiculous. I feel like Bill Russell with his 11 rings, it's a little bit overrated. So how many Hall of Famers he played with, but still, man, he won so many MVPs. You can't really put that down. You can't say, oh no, you can't overlook that. So it's really competition. You could put either of them at the spot. It's kind of a head-on-head match, but I just feel like. And especially they made so good for so long. And I feel like now the championship contenders with Gordon Hayward, Marcus Morris, and Al Horford, and Isaiah Thomas, man. But I hate them. But hey, man, I feel like Kyrie leaves, and they don't get really anything good back from the Cavs. I can see them going to 6 games with the Warriors. Call me crazy, but I don't know, man. I see them going to 5 or 6 games with them. So I mean, like again, all the time. You just gotta know how good the general managing has been for the past 3 decades of the Celtics history. Man, 4 decades, 5 decades. You could go as far as you could back, and you could just tell that they're amazing. Honestly. And then the number one greatest franchise of all time, as you can see on your board, is the Lakers. Now, let's think about this. They have won so many titles that's kind of ridiculous. And they made it smart decisions. Like, that Kobe tried trade, they trade like Vlad Davidic, whatever his name was, piece of garbage. I mean, he wasn't that bad. Give him a little bit of props. But still, what a terrible trade. But again, it's the draft. He went 13th overall. People call him the greatest draft steal of all time. Which, in my opinion, man, might be true. Might be true. But you never know with just how the way the NBA works. And now that they're starting over again, again with a rebuilding with Lonzo, Brannon, Timothy Mozgov left, D'Lo, snatch, he left too, Brook Lopez, I feel like what they're doing again is special. Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson, just building up from the draft, and I like it. I like it a lot. But again, you have to go back to old days, man. Honestly, you could put their all-time starting five against any starting five, and they would win. Any team you want. I feel like they could beat the East All-Stars. They could probably beat the East All-Stars, all-time starting five. Magic on the point will destroy Isaiah Thomas, Kyrie. Maybe not John Wall, because, it's John Wall. But anybody else, man, he would destroy. Kobe, who's like DeMar DeRozan. DeMar, he's a joke. Bradley Beal probably able to lock him up. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. Don't get too triggered down there. Whoever comments on my videos. Whoever comments, don't get too triggered down there. Elgin Baylor, James Worthy, man. Well, that's the only spot that they haven't beat, honestly. LeBron James, one of the greatest players of all time. Then you got... Who would match up? Who would you match up at the power forward position? You could always put a center there and put, like, Kareem there, or Wilt there, or a Shaq even there, and just Porzingis. Come on. Porzingis. Who's going to put there? Nobody. There's, like, basically nobody. So, that center spot, again, who are you going to put there? You could put Shaq, you destroy any big man. I like what Sharif said, how Shaq would do better than he did before. That's a true statement. That is 110% true. He would just, oh my god, he would rack those big men. Who? Karl Anthony Towns will do jack. But Boogie Cousins would be like the only person I'd be scared of, honestly. Because, he's like the biggest player right now in the NBA. So that's really it. Back then, you had Akeem, you had David Robinson. So yeah, two different generations. But back to them, man. Winning all those titles and having all those together, MVPs and great players, formed into one franchise, man. It's kind of ridiculous. So that's my top 5 greatest franchises of all time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Peace.